And you were saying before the camera cut on, he's not always like what we see, huh?
No, I'm cool. I'm reserved. Charleston is so cool and laid back and play. It's like when that camera, he cut that camera on, the switch comes on, and he turned to Charleston White. How
did you line up the Cinemark deal?
The Cinemark
here
situation.
In town.
Yeah, everybody wants to. You know what, though? I'm going to be honest with you. And the Cinemark situation happened like this.
Hey, what's going on? It's another episode of the Joe Teel podcast. I'm your host, and like always, I have another great guest, Mr. Smack Taylor. What's going on, man?
What's going on? Appreciate you, man, for having me on here.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited. You got a lot going on, man.
Man.
It's been cool to, I'm just discovering you.
Right.
And then seeing the stuff you're doing is really cool, man. The movie, and let's start there. How did that come about?
Man, the movie came about, well, you gotta go, all right, it's a backstory to it because obviously I just didn't walk on the set with no acting skills or nothing. And, you know what I'm saying? It was like, all right, cool. Yeah, you got this role in the movie. I was I had a podcast and I had some gentlemen that I met that they had their own network called the TV Now Network. And they were doing reality TV shows. So I went to a premiere of one of the reality TV shows and I done the red carpet interviews. And so we go in there and we watch the reality TV show, but they show a preview, like a clip of a scripted series they're working on with Big Chief in it and shit like that. And man, and I grew up listening to Big Chief, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, that's cool, you know, that's lit. And I'm thinking some of the stuff I done and I'm like, hey man, I want to try this acting thing, see if we can, you know what I'm saying, find somewhere to put me in the series. They like, all right, we'll bet. You want to do it? We're going to see your dedication. We're doing acting classes every Monday in Dallas. I live down here. I live in Texas, you know what I'm saying? I live in this area. And so it's like, okay, cool. I'll drive to Dallas every Monday. If this is going to give me a shot, and I believe in what y'all guys got going on.
You went to Dallas every Monday?
Every Monday to acting class. And it was taught by director Mr. E and one of the other brothers, Jules. But like director Mr. E, he had the Triple D Revenge movie, the movie that Mo 3 was in when he passed. You know what I'm saying? So he wrote and directed that movie. And so it was like, I seen that movie. And when I saw that movie and when I saw 3 and it being after his passing and stuff, I was like, I liked how 3 acted in that movie. And I was like, you know what? I think I can do this acting stuff for real. I think I can pull it off. You know what I'm saying? And I was chilling and I think I just kind of spoke it into the air. It was like, hey man, I'm going to try this. I'm finna go do this. And this was prior to meeting Mr. E though. That's the craziest part about it. I tell people the power of manifestation is real.
Yeah.
Don't never doubt that. You speak the things you speak into the atmosphere is very powerful, and it can come back negative or positive. And that's why I try to, even if I'm going through shit, I try to speak positivity because it's about turning the situation around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just can't drown in my sorrows and be sitting there just complaining because then not only am I not going nowhere with my energy, but let's say like if you're with me, I'm bringing your energy too.
Yeah.
You know, and I just don't want to be that person in life, you know, that drag other people's energy down. And so I just took that in stride and took the situation in stride, went to acting classes, stayed committed to it. And
was that the first, what do you call it when you go casting?
It was
like first deal that you went to?
It was like I didn't have to do a casting for that because it was kind of like the brothers on the network and this was a show that they were putting together. So it was like, okay, cool. And I think it was more so
they had you in mind already?
No, it was, I think it was more so of, we have so many people say this, but you did show up and come here and do this red carpet interview. You drove from Texarkana and came and done this red carpet interview in Dallas. So you might got a little dedication to you. Let's test you out and see. All right, we having class every Monday. Let's see if you're going to show up because the first class had like 20-something people in it. By the time a year later, when we go into class, it's 8 or 9 of us.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Standing the test of time, yeah.
Standing the test of time. And like I was on tour with Devin the Dude. And I literally would fly back to Dallas on Mondays and then go leave and catch back up with the tour. While that was going on, like it tested me a lot in a lot of areas. Like it was crazy because I left a good job of selling cars. That was, you know what I'm saying?
Did you do that here?
Yeah, I done it here. I started out in Tulsa, Oklahoma selling cars, but I done came back here in 2017. When I came back here in 2017, I went and got a job at Pilgrim's just to get a quick job, just because I was thinking about survival. You know what I'm saying? I need a job. But I sold cars since I was 19, and I always sold in other cities, Tulsa, Houston. No matter where I lived, I sold cars there. So it was never just, I had to build my clientele. I never had the clientele of people that I grew up with and people that I knew.
Right.
So when I came back here, and like I said, I working at Pilgrim's, I worked there for like 2 years, and then I was just like, one day, I'm like, man, I'm finna go back and sit behind a desk. I'm not finna be in here wearing these rubber boots and doing this, you know? I'm like, this is crazy. And I worked my way up to a supervisor position, but I was like, this ain't it though. I know this is not how the story's gonna be wrote. So I go back and go selling cars, and I go to Classic here in Texarkana.
Yeah. And
I sell there, and I become one of the top salesmen in the company, you know what I'm saying? And they put me in management. I become the sales manager of Cadillac, Mercedes, and Mazda. All at the same time. I'm on the commercials, you know what I'm saying? And it was cool. You know, I'm making great money, you know what I'm saying? And then I stepped back down from management, went back to sales, and went to work for the other Ors. Because, you know, you have the Gregors and then you have the other Ors. Yeah. So I go work but they're all the same family, but it's just two different companies. So I go work for the other Ors, and I become salesman of the year at Volkswagen. You know what I'm saying? And everything's at its peak. I mean, my managers, they let me do what I want to do because I'm selling a bunch of cars. You know what I'm saying? That's basically how the car game goes. As long as you're selling a bunch of cars,
they'll leave you alone. I worked at Pete Bankers for a little bit.
They're going to let you do what you want to do. Yeah. So I'm Mr. 20-some cars a month. You know what I'm saying? So they're letting me do whatever,
you can
whatever I want to do.
Like that.
And so I was just like, I wanted something more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was just like, this ain't it neither. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's cool. I done gave it 20 years of my life where I'm comfortable going on trips from kids, family. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing stuff. I'm going to the islands and everything. I'm doing all of that stuff. And I tell people, you can make a ton of money. But if you can't enjoy it. Or if you feel like the money don't fulfill your purpose.
Right. Or you like working outside of your passion is tough.
Right. It's like almost like your body's just going through the motions when your heart and soul ain't even there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I couldn't do that. It's just something that was just in me. It was just eating me. This like, nah, you have something better in you. You can do more than this. And what you're doing is great because I try not to lose focus. I always try to remain humble and give God all the praise because without him, and I'm telling him like, God, I'm grateful for the life you're providing me. And I'm wondering at the same time, why am I feeling like this is still not enough? Because it's like, I almost feel like I'm being ungrateful because I want more when he's providing so much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
But then it made sense because it wasn't about what all of the materialistic things and the providing and stuff. It's about leaving the legacy.
Yeah.
When you're gone. Can your kids and your grandkids and stuff like that, can people still see you and see the remnants of things that you've left behind? Because most of the time, in most reality, a month or so after somebody's gone.
Yeah, there's not much, there's not a trace of them left, yeah.
A month is almost nothing.
Yeah. Because
even as soon as the funeral is over, people at the repast and they're back laughing again and you know what I'm saying? And it ain't even quite a sad thought no more. You know what I'm saying? Maybe your immediate family. Right, you know what I'm saying? Maybe your immediate family, they may feel a certain type of way, but everybody else, eventually the phone calls slow down for your immediate family and people go back to their regular lives. And if you don't have nothing there to just remember you and the things that you had going on, like businesses or whatever, will make, you know what I'm saying, you're pretty much going to be forgotten about. People might wear your t-shirts with your pictures on them, but I'm more than that. I don't want just a mural.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want something that's going to be here. And that's right there. That was probably my biggest driver force. It was like, I know I'm meant to leave a legacy here. I know that one thing I've always said is, I said this since a kid, and it's the honest to God truth. I just want to be, when I leave this planet, the world know my name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's like That's something I want the world to know my name. I want the world to know who I am, where I come from, the things I done. And I come from real humble beginnings. I was born in Hope, Arkansas. Raised in a small town called McCaskill, Arkansas. Population like 87 people.
Man, I never even heard of it.
That's what I'm saying, man. And it's like right outside of Blevins and Hope and stuff like that. And went to a small school in Blevins. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't have a football team.
Damn.
We just got basketball and baseball and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, real country shit. And as soon as I graduated, I moved away. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, this ain't it. I know this is just one little small spot, but I can attribute that to my parents. My dad and stuff like that. My dad traveled with me a lot as a kid. So I knew that this wasn't just it. Even though I lived in the country, I traveled. I saw California. I saw places like that. You know what I'm saying? So I knew I knew these places existed. You know what I'm saying? Not just in the movies. I knew it was real. You know what I'm saying? And so it was like, it made me want more. It made me I always strive to want more. And I was 17. I ended up going to the Kappa Beach party. And I got to kick it with Juvenile for the first time. Being down there in Galveston. And Juvenile had a show. Bone Crusher was on that show. Some more people was on that show. And it was kind of crazy how I even got into with the Juvenile entourage, because I'm driving down the seawall and I see these people running across the street. I don't know what they're running across the street for like that. You know what I'm saying? And people are like, that's Juvenile. You know what I'm saying? That's Juvenile. I had a 99 GMC Yukon at the time. And this is like 2001. So my Yukon's looking pretty relevant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I turn around, I pull up behind them, I go take a picture with my phone, not the phone, but the little camera. It was the little box cameras. Remember the little travel cameras that you could get? Yeah. And you put them in the bag and you had to drop them in the thing and you go back like 2 weeks later and they developed or whatever, you go pick them up.
Yeah, you had to go drop them off. Yeah, I remember that.
It was one of those cameras. Took the pictures. So anyway, they're like, all right, we finna go. I mean, my Yukon by myself. And they was like, let's go, we finna go. And they was like, I was like, shit, where y'all going? They like, one dude told me, he said, you in this truck by yourself? I'm like, yeah. He said, I tell you what, if you can fill this truck up with some females, you can come with us. Mm-hmm. And it was like, I remember I just saw out the window, hey, y'all want to come kick it with Juvenile?
Oh, yeah, of course.
It was just that easy. You know what I'm saying? And
it could be harder to fill a Yukon, but maybe not, huh?
Right. I mean, it was that easy. I'm like, because they was all right there where everything was at, and we go to the room, we go kick it, we go to the show. After the show is on the beach, and it's on the actual, and it's in the club, and the club is actually on the beach. And it's like a 2-story club, and it's like the first time I ever drunk Chris style. And you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking this shit right here. I'm like, boy, I done made it. I'm with the rappers.
The full rapper lifestyle, huh?
Yes. And I'm like, this is what it's like. And from there, it was over with. I knew the entertainment business and everything. I was sprung from that. Yeah. I was already dealing with a local label here that I'm on Dirty Life Records, you know what I'm saying? Lil Bookie and them, you know what I'm saying? And we was all, as teenagers, doing shows in East Texas with DA and them and stuff like that. And so I had that in me, and it was like, that right there it just showed me that what we were striving for was even more possible.
Yeah, so you made music?
I used to.
Used to? Yeah.
Yeah, I used to. It's, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was like, the music thing, it was like, it was a wave for me. Yeah. It was like, I was cool with making music, but I was more interested in what was going on behind the scenes. Right. I remember I used to have a knack for like wanting to make the album covers or, you know what I'm saying? Or just want to know the business, because one thing I always heard, it was like 5% talent, 95% business. Oh, yeah.
It ain't got, it's just very little to do with how good you are at actually.
And then it's like, you also got to, I also looked at it like, it's like a football team. The owner is the one making the big money. The one that owns the stadium and everything like that, and coaches. And stuff like that. The players make some decent money, but the players are the workhorses. Record labels the same way. Yeah. The artist is the workhorse.
Yeah, every time.
Everything's dependent on the artist. Where you can be sitting back and you can be sitting in the turtle man behind the paperwork and pushing that, and that just seemed like an easier route.
So behind the scenes label stuff, is that you got into that?
That's what I got into. I got into doing that because I got into paying attention to the marketing. Right. And then after that right there, it was the throwing shows, booking artists to come do the shows. We do that now still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Big X, the Plug, the Webby, you know what I'm saying? The spring, we do the Spring Fest. You know what I'm saying? We do a lot of big shows. And so that's, you know what I'm saying? And I learned that it was easier to connect with the artists by booking them than trying to be a rapper, trying to get them to listen to your damn CD. Nobody wants to bug and rapper that's like, hey, listen to my music.
Yeah, they don't want to do that.
But if you're the guy that's bringing him some money and booking him for a show,
they would love
your relationship is totally different with them. Yeah. And that's what happened. And I started to realize, hey, I can just book these guys for shows and make my 20%. I got a real relationship with them. We get to travel and do all of this stuff. And that's what I took that road. It made more sense.
The artist road can be a delusional road, I think.
Yeah,
where you feel like it really is like a 1 in a million chance that you blow up and get to be that guy.
Right.
There's a lot of opportunities in the music business, and some people cry about this, but it's like there's a lot of opportunities to.
Everybody want to be the man.
Yeah.
And the whole time, the whole thing is a lot of times the rapper, if he's not the rapper CEO, all of that. He's not the man. He's just an employee at the label. He could be cut at any time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's just a guy on the stage at that time.
He's just a guy on stage. And I think more people be more attracted to the fame, the stardom.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And starting to kind of feel a little bit of the people recognizing you when you go out and stuff like that. And it's like sometimes I'll be asking myself, what have I done?
Yeah, that's something you can't really undo, huh?
Right, because it's like, it's cool when it's normal. Because you think, you know what I'm saying, when you're normal and you're out and you're just blending in with everybody, just a simple trip to Walmart, all of that stuff right there. And then now it's like, sometimes I see people and they're whispering to the next person. And then like somebody, man, hey, you're the guy in the movie with Charleston White. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, that's me. And they're like, see, mom, I told you. You know what I'm saying? Or just different stuff like that. And it's like, damn, I don't want to be the person walking around with a hoodie on and glasses and, you know what I'm saying, gotta go in the store like that. Nobody want to do that. I want to be at home and still feel like myself. I want to be home. And that's the one thing I kind of like, though, about being from a smaller area. These people here, they gonna treat you just like home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because at the same time, they don't want to see you get too much out of yourself the way you feel like you're so much. So they're gonna always keep you at that good humble level. Like, look, dog, you come from her, you us. In which that is what it is. So, and I feel like if I can do that, I'm cool. I don't even want that coming around fake shit and all of that.
How did you line up the Cinemark deal?
The Cinemark situation.
Here in town.
Yeah, everybody wants to. You know what, though? I'm gonna be honest with you. And the Cinemark situation happened like this. We had the movie. We got the movie's finished. And I'm like, okay, we're going to do the premieres. And the executive producer that produced the movie, he's from Jackson, Mississippi. He done his premieres in Jackson for his previous movies. He hadn't went outside of Jackson to do movie premieres for his movies. So, of course, we shot Wrong Address in Dallas. Charleston's from the DFW. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the cast is from Dallas, but a lot of it's also from Mississippi. I'm the only one like the eyeball. You got like a part cast, Texas, other half cast, Mississippi. And then you got like me right there. I'm from Arkansas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then like one of the other detective school, he's from Arkansas. He's from Little Rock.
Yeah.
So it's like, we kind of the odd men out. And it was like, okay, we have to do this premiere. And my dog means he was like, well, can we wait? He like, you know somewhere we can do the premiere at, the Dallas premiere and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah. I took him right back to the Angelique where I done my first red carpet interviews at. Yeah. It was like clockwork. Hey, I know a place that does premieres. It's a nice place. Has all the aesthetics, everything. Bam, let's run it back there. Cool. That was easy because I knew they done that. So my thing was Texarkana. How do I pull it off in Texarkana? We want a real screen. We want the real surround sound. We want people to know that this is a real movie. Yeah. And if you go to the Perot, which is a great historical place, they got a projector screen, but it's not sound fit for like a movie. I knew I couldn't do that. And then it was like, I knew I couldn't go to like the convention center because none of these places had the sound where you could feel the movie, and I wanted it shown in its best format. so that people could see that this is a real movie. And it was like, you know what? My cousin, his kid's mother, she worked for Cinemark. She worked for Cinemark for a long time. So I called them thinking that's finna, you know, like, all right, this is a slam dunk. Boom, hey, I need to get it in there. They was like, shit, that ain't gonna work. You gotta call corporate. Okay, cool. I go to BAM, I go on the website, fill out the request form. You know what I'm saying? Bam. They email me back. They got a list of things that you got to know, like boom, 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 the movie rating, the formats it's in, all of these different type of things that matter. You know what I'm saying? And they want a clip of something of the movie to approve it before it's even shown. So bam, I fill it out. Most anxiety probably you can feel in the world because it's like, in reality, the worst thing they can say is no. I tell myself this. I'm like, the worst thing they can say is no.
Right.
But let's give it a shot. I fill out the application, bam. They hit me back on the email. I start filling out these questionnaires. It's like 10 questions. I swear I'm getting anxiety filling out these 10 questions. And I'm like, okay, cool, bam. And they wanted a clip of the movie. I sent them a clip of the teaser. It was like some of the scenes that just had been pulled out. Within 5 minutes of sending them that, she said it's approved.
Nice.
We approved it. I'm like, okay, cool. Big. Thing about Cinemark is a national chain. Once I'm approved for the Texarkana viewing, guess what that does? I'm approved for every other location.
Oh, wow.
So that's how we're able to do the premieres all over the country.
Yeah. How many are you doing?
We're going to do about 8.
8 of them?
We're 3 in. Right. We're going to hit the Floridas. We got Orlando, Tallahassee. We're gonna do Atlanta, Georgia. We're gonna do Indianapolis and Detroit.
Nice.
And then they want to do a Hollywood premiere. So
that'd be cool.
Yeah, Charleston, the agency he's with, they want to put together a Hollywood premiere for us and stuff. So, and it's just like my thing was, it come from the Dolomite. Rudy Ray Moore. He made his own movies, and they were like black. What they call them, the black exploitation damn near films. You know what I'm saying? He was playing the pimp of people that he seen growing up and stuff like that. And what he done was, after he done his independent films, this how he got in Hollywood. He went to the Chitlin circus of movie theaters, independently owned movie theaters back in the 70s, in the 60s. And he took his movies and he went there and they played his movies in these independent owned theaters. And that's how he built the name of Dolomite. In the movies, the Dolomite movies. Basically, I just went and I seen everybody doing on the independent level doing they do premieres, but they do premieres in the cities they're from. You don't see no more premieres.
Yeah.
My thing was this. Let me take the Dolomite situation and speed it up to 2024, 2025, and get it with a big corporate movie theater like Cinemark, AMC, all of those, and get my movie. We can do the premieres all over the country. And then we drop on the platforms of Tubi and Prime on Valentine's Day. And we got the placement where as soon as you cut on the app, the first
pop up,
the first movie you see.
Yeah.
Then we got
Prime and Tubi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I mean, it might be some more other situations. I don't want to say that's gonna be it, because I mean the movie it's getting great reviews. And another thing is, I understood the concept that we had the algorithm. We had something that the other movies don't have. Charleston is the algorithm.
Yeah. He's a character.
He's a character, but you can put in CHA and you can put it in YouTube, anything, and Charleston White pops up.
Yeah. That helps.
So it's like, people watch what he do. He goes viral on interviews.
Yeah.
Like we're doing now. Think about if he's in a movie and it's kind of centered around.
Is this his first movie?
No, he done a movie with Nelly Chopper, but it was like he had a small role and he played like an infomercial genie, like, you know what I'm saying, type thing. It wasn't just a little funny role. It was kind of in and out. This one right here, you see him serious. You see him dropping jewels, the same messages he give under the initial shock value that he gives you, and then he gives you the message behind it. You get a lot of those messages without the initial shock value. You get to see him play a serious role. You get to see him really act, but he still get to give you them jewels that he give. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy because I'm the one to give you the shock value in the movie. I'm the bad guy.
Really?
Yeah, I play the bad guy.
How did that feel to
play the bad guy?
Yeah.
It was kind of crazy because my role was written for Trap Boy Freddy.
Really?
You know, Charleston, he was out announcing I have a movie written for me and Trap Boy Freddy, and to end up playing the role that was intended for Trap Boy Freddy in a movie shot in Dallas and supposed to be in Oak Cliff, and I'm not from Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot on my shoulders.
Yeah.
So it was like, how do I convey this? But on the same token, it wasn't too hard to tap into that character because I was going to acting classes, right? And the character that I was scripted to play in the series, he had a lot of the same characteristic traits. So it was kind of like I'd already had my mind trained into being this person. And plus, I've been spending a lot of time in Dallas. And not only was I, when I was going to acting class, it got to a point where I would go to Dallas on Thursday and I would be there all weekend till Monday after acting class and then come back because I put myself in the Dallas culture. I wanted to make a name in Dallas because I'm like, this Dallas like the 5th largest market in the United States. If I can go to Dallas 2 hours down the road and make a name for myself in Dallas, I can do this anywhere. But if I do it in Dallas, I can blow. And it's like, I went to Dallas and anything that was popping, I'm popping up. I'm networking. I believe in networking. I'm not the one that I'm too cool. I'm finna sit back. I'm too cool. I ain't gonna say nothing. And I think that there's so many people problem because people will sit back, oh, I'm so cool. I ain't riding nobody dick. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? I was always taught conversation rules the nation.
Oh yeah. This is how you get
your network is your net worth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so you sort of put me in them rooms and let me tell people about what I do. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of times, another thing is I build, doing the shows, I build relationships with a lot of rappers.
Yeah.
So I started doing my podcast and that's how I was able to get a lot of people that...
Yeah, you could turn around and get them on the show, huh?
I never even tripped on the local people because it was like this. I was watching other podcasts that had a lot of local stuff on it, but it was a lot of local mess. And you could get views on Facebook. But from to the rest of the world, Texarkana is nowhere.
It doesn't matter, yeah.
So what's going on here don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You might have a viral clip, but as far as the rest of the world buying into the drama and the bullshit that's going on and saying, we're going to watch this in this little small town, the chances is like winning the lottery the same thing, just like with being a rapper. So why focus on that?
Yeah.
I wanted to bring quality people onto my show so people recognize my show for having celebrities. I always believed in star power.
Yeah.
You associate yourself with stars. People look at you like you're a star. So my podcast was, I was like, damn, it was easy for me to pick up the phone and get these people, you know what I'm saying? And I done that. And
what were some notable guests on there?
Deion Sanders.
Oh, really?
I was there. My first cousin made his JSU chain when he was head coach at Jackson State. We went to the homecoming and we was there for the actual presentation. I had the chain and I seen the chain and stuff before Deion never seen the chain.
Wow.
And like my first cousin made that, he's a jeweler, Q Jones Jewelers, you know what I'm saying? Hey, make sure y'all shop with him. Yeah. He made the piece, it was shaped like Jackson State Stadium that they play in the War Memorial downtown Jackson. And we got to go in the locker rooms everywhere in the presentation of it. Whether it's smoke, there's fire, captured the presentation of Deion getting his necklace and all of that. My cousin plugged me with that. Deion Sanders, Lunell. You know, she's originally from Tolland, Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? She's an actress, comedian. She was on there, Big X the Plug.
Yeah.
He's huge now.
Yeah.
And it's like, on that, if you go back and you watch that episode, and it's not even me tooting my horn, but I spoke this over his career. I told him that his career would be going exactly how it was going over 2 years ago. What's going on now, what the world sees now, I told him this would be going on.
Wow. Yeah, because he's big now.
Yeah, he's huge. He out of there. But one thing I can't say about Big X. Matter of fact, I see Big X all the time when I'm in Dallas.
Yeah.
But this past New Year's, when the clock struck 12, man, he was standing in the couch next to each other in headquarters. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my dog. No matter where I see him, South by Southwest, anywhere, he remember me. He come on, let's, you know what I'm saying? And because I was one of the ones that was around before the blow up, you know what I'm saying? So he reeled every time I see him out. And there's a lot of people like that though, it's just something like Dallas welcomed me with open arms. It was like, they treat me like I was from Dallas. Like now, you got Zillionaire Doe them, the new Dallas movement. Zillionaire JJ, the CEO, that's like my brother. That's my dog. That's family there. You know what I'm saying? He always tell me I'm Zillionaire Arkansas. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. And it's like, people there, we click up. I'll be in South Dallas. You know what I'm saying? You can see me in South Dallas. You can see me on the north. You can see me in West Dallas over there in Dewberry and them hood. You know what I'm saying? I'm out. And I'm out there and I'm rubbing shoulders. I'm out really with the people. The people really see me. You really saw me in Dallas clubs. So that's why it's like now in Dallas, I ain't necessarily no stranger. The vloggers know, you know what I'm saying? They know who I am. So it's like, it was just a part of laying the groundwork. And I felt like I was just protected by God. God kept me protected through all of that because the streets are treacherous.
Yeah. You ever been in some like real dangerous situations?
Yes. I put like this. I left high school and moved to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tulsa, Oklahoma, first 48. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's called Thug Town. I've been in plenty of dangerous situations in Tulsa.
I was just in Tulsa for Thanksgiving. I got some kinfolk down there.
Yeah, I got my oldest children live in Tulsa.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said, I've been in some situations in Tulsa. I'm not no things I can say I'm proud of or nothing to glorify.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I was young. I was 18. I became a man out there. I went in Tulsa. At that time, I didn't have no relatives or nothing in Tulsa. It was me out there by myself.
What was the decision? How did you end up there?
College.
Okay. Yeah.
Wanted to get away.
Yeah.
It was my out. It was something to get away from down here, and I knew I could go.
Yeah.
And actually, it was Spartan, the School of Aeronautics. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted. One of my favorite movies was Tuskegee Airmen. It was like I had to either acting or being a fighter pilot, like Top Gun, one of my favorite movies. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be like a pilot in like the Air Force or some shit. And it was like when that didn't, it was like either way. I'm gonna say this. It was like, all right, let's be a sniper or a pilot.
Right.
And then those two things was like, okay, the pilot, cool, maybe, but I realized I had to go through a whole bunch of stuff to be a fighter pilot in a bunch of years. It just didn't happen. Like you just go to the military and next thing you know, next year
it's incredibly hard to get
yeah. So I was like, okay, cool. The sniper thing was...
That's incredibly hard.
Incredibly hard, too. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, I was supposed to go to the Marines, and it was like, but my recruiter had a brain aneurysm and died. I went and done my ASVAB, done the physicals, everything.
Yeah.
And it was like, when he died, I just switched up everything. I'm like, I'm not going to the Marines.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not going to the military. You know what I'm saying? It was like, who gonna talk to me about it while I'm going through? You're the one who brought me in, and now you're gone. You know what I'm saying? And so...
If they're recruiters, they'll pull a switcheroo on your ass.
Man.
They did that to me. I got out of basic training and I called the guy that, my recruiter, and he was like, oh, I'm not even in the Army no more. He got kicked out. He was like, you got to call this other guy. I was like, what the fuck?
See, and then it was also too, because like I graduated from high school in 2002. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's prime time.
Yeah, you know the year before that, the Twin Towers fell down.
Yeah,
I would have been in the heat of I would have been in the heat of it all.
Yeah, you'd have been in Iraq.
So I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go to Tulsa.
Right.
End up still dodging bullets and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But God protected me. He kept me. Man, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy. I tell people like this, we're really not gonna go till it's our time. Because, like, it's a big cliff in Oklahoma on Lake Tenkiller called Big Daddy. It's like a 60, 80-foot drop into the lake. I'm there, we there. I'm in Oklahoma going to school and shit. We go to the lake. Everybody else jumping off that bitch. Me, I'm like, fuck it. I'm finna jump too. I jump off that bitch. Not realizing how deep the fucking lake is and how deep this part is over here. Yeah. I'm talking about I go way down. And it's like, I kick, try to come on up, kick again. Shit, I ain't came out the water yet. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn. Anyway, I end up surviving, obviously, because I'm here. You know what I'm saying? But my partner and them, they end up getting me out and shit and everything. But it's like, damn, dog.
Did you ever jump off a cliff again, or was that it?
Nah, that's the last cliff I jumped. No, you know what? But see, I done jumped out cliffs in Mexico. But in Mexico, it wasn't nothing as high like that. And you can kind of see in the water. This was like straight lake water, the depths of darkness. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that was crazy. Like now I go snorkeling out. I don't have no fear of the water and stuff. I go to Puerto Rico, go snorkeling. I went to Puerto Rico for my birthday for like about 5-6 days. Had a villa on the beach, looking over the marina and shit. And
you ever go on a cruise?
Yeah. I went on the Royal Caribbean. I went to the Bahamas.
Yeah. And we go cruising every year, once a year.
You know, they got the private island, Coco Cay out there. So, and we went there and go snorkeling out there on the private island in the reefs because out there, that part of the Caribbean, the water is so clear and the sand is so white. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
you can see all kind of stuff in there.
And that's my thing. I'll tell you, I'd rather travel and live. I'd rather travel. And it's like some of my trips, I don't have much pictures from because I be so caught up in living in the moment instead of trying to share the moment with everybody else.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I think that's what everybody we kind of got that disconnect now. We stopped living in the moment and got more worried about sharing the moment. And that's what life is. Life is about living in that moment because no matter what, they can't take those memories from you. They can't take those experiences from you.
That's like the people at the concerts, like worried about recording
the phones instead of enjoying.
You're at the concert.
Enjoy the concert. You know what I'm saying? But everybody has their phone.
Yeah.
Even like the Jordan dunk. You can look at a Michael Jordan dunk. Back then, everybody was looking at him jump from the free throw line and dunk. You see a LeBron dunk now, everybody's phone is up in their hand while they're...
You're not even watching the real thing. You're seeing it through the screen first. You might as well see it at the house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I'm just more tapped into now just real life and enjoying real life and enjoying those moments. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't enjoy the moments. And when you enjoy the moments and you just soak up the moments, it's just something about it that can't nothing else explain it in the world. It's the best feeling.
I like these podcasts a lot because you take away all the distractions.
Right.
You talk to people. You don't really talk to people like this anymore.
You know why? The phone.
Yeah.
Everybody's used to texting.
Yeah, everybody will be like at dinner. Everybody's on their phone at dinner.
Right.
Everybody's always on their phone.
Even in church.
Oh, yeah.
Like I have to tell myself, no, I'm in church. I'm here. I put my phone down.
Yeah.
Because it's like your phone is like, it's almost become an extension of us.
Right.
But like I said, it's taken away from people so many moments. Like I said, and that's the thing. It's just, I love to live in the moment.
Right.
In some of those moments, I find when I'm in front of the camera and I'm filming a movie. Because I'm filming my second movie now.
Oh, yeah? Cool.
Yeah, I'm already filming my second movie. Got some other movies lined up, so that's my lane now. I'm acting. This is
it. Feel like kind of like a domino effect? Like once you get one good one,
Yeah, and the thing is, everybody tell me I ain't even got the full domino effect of this one yet, the snowball, because it's only people been only able to see it at the
premieres. Oh, yeah.
Premieres.
So like when you drop.
When it drop on Valentine's Day. So they'll say, y'all getting the good pre-interviews, good, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, I know it's going to go crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's like who it is. The world going to watch it. And dude cool with Kanye West. He cool with some of everybody. So it's like a lot of people in the industry are going to watch it just because they cool with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you were saying before the camera cut on, he's not always like what we see, huh?
No, I'm cool. Reserved. Charleston is so cool and laid back and player. Like, Unc is super cool and player. But it's like, I'm driving him. You can look on my social media. I'm driving on the road. It's like when he cut that camera on, the switch comes on.
Yeah.
And he turned to Charleston White. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, me, I know nut. See, you know what I'm saying? That's a jewel, you know what I'm saying? I know nut. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Charleston White is the character.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's his name, but that's the character also. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when we out, like, I don't be player. We go, like I say, man, we go to the strip club. That's our spot. We like to kick. We go to the strip club. We say that's our form of paying tithes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We pay our tithes in our own ways because it's like this right here. God got everything. So paying my tithes is going to do something like it's giving it to somebody who in need of it, or giving it to somebody that I feel like just doing, well, you know what I'm saying, what they doing. Majority of strippers, single mothers.
Right.
Or they going to school or going to college or something like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, shit, if I'm going to do that, I'd just rather do that in the strip club or somewhere like that. That's why I prefer to do it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like this, even a homeless person, you can give them some money. You done your part at that point right there. What they go do with it after that is on them.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That is always, it feels like the dilemma with
right. Should I go do it?
Yeah,
right. Should I give it to them? What they're gonna go do with it? Yeah. Man, it's not on me what they go do with it. Right. After I done my part once I hand it to them. I don't care if they go buy drugs with it. Whatever they go do, that's up to them and that's on them. My whole thing was to hear.
You think it's something about just letting money go, like as far as helping? Yeah. That puts like what you like good stuff out there?
I feel like this right here because it's like paying it forward. We need it to survive, but it ain't everything. When you start to look at it like it's that and you realize it is just money, it's like it's weird. It's like it attracts itself to you.
Yeah.
It's just money. It's a tool. It don't make you no realer.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
It exposes a lot of people actually.
It turns you to the real you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that I said, and that's one thing that I'm going to stand on. I have this platform, this guy giving me this platform and giving me this voice to be able to touch these people and to be able to do these interviews and to do these movies. I never talk down on a person. I never use my platform to bring nobody down, right, to tear a person down. Because it's so easy to get carried away with your ego. Or somebody say something on the internet or try to troll you. And then you feel like, oh, I need to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I need to fire back.
Yeah, I need to fire back. But it's like, why? Because I'm just giving you more ammo acknowledging you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, do I really want to be the one, if I got the voice and I'm influencing the people and people are really paying attention, do I want to be the one that says, I use my voice to destroy your life? I destroyed you. Some people want that power. That's something that I don't want.
Yeah, that's not something I want.
Because I feel like I know he didn't give me this to do that with. He gave me this to spread love with and the positivity and the, you know what I'm saying, to help my people out. You know what I'm saying? And that helps me stay grounded and humble more than anything because I know I'm doing this for a greater cause. It's way bigger than me. And it's like I can't fumble this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got to stay steadfast and remain humble.
Where do you see like in 5 years, you think you'll be leading movies? And
yeah, 5 years. I mean, I'm leading movies now.
Yeah.
So I feel like in 5 years, I'm going to be some awards and, you know what I'm saying? Probably some Sundance awards. My mom told me this and it was like out of the blue. It was before the movie even came out. It was before she ever seen a clip or anything. I'm just sitting there, I'm chilling. And I ain't gonna lie to you, like this road, it's been a hell of a road. The transition of going from working and making all that money to saying I'm finna follow my dream and don't make as much money because it's been some broke days.
Right.
It's been some struggling days. It's been all of them days there. And my mom out of the blue, she just told me, she said, son, I ain't got but one thing I want from you. I'm like, what's that? She said, take me to the Emmys with you. And I'm like, where did that come from? So for your mom to say, take me to the Emmys with you, she felt that from somewhere. God put that somewhere in her to come say that to me, to boost that battery in me, for me to make sure that I'm taking my mama to the Emmys on that red carpet. The first step was bringing my mama to the premiere here in Texarkana, her seeing her son on the big screen.
Yeah, I bet that was cool.
That's the peak of it all.
Yeah.
Don't no other premiere matter. Because the one where my mama was at, and I got to be there with my mama, and she get to see me, the person that she created, birthed, on the big screen, in the movies, ain't no other feeling bigger than that, dog.
Yeah, that's great.
That's because it's like, I feel like I know I genuinely made my mama happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, when you make your mom and your kids happy, I don't give a fuck about what nobody else.
Yeah, that's like
that's
peak.
That's the pinnacle of it.
Yeah, I agree.
And so it's like that 5 years, I'm just grinding now to get my mama to the Emmys. And I know if I'm getting an Emmy, I'm holding that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I done it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I done it on so many levels. Or if I'm even nominated, I know I've done it on so many levels.
Right.
And that's definitely not the end goal, but that's definitely right there in that 5-year plan.
Right.
Being there in a tuxedo at the Emmys with my mom, you know what I'm saying? And going, you know what I'm saying? And like, hey, we did it, you know? Because like I said, I come from a small ass town in Arkansas, dog. Yeah. You know, I always told myself this. Bill Clinton was born in hope. He became the president.
Yeah.
I was born in hope. If he can become the president of the United States,
you can do anything.
I can get some work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can do something.
Right.
And that's just what I always tell myself. It's not about where you're from. It's definitely not about where you're from.
That's what you do afterwards, huh?
It's about what you do with it. It's about what you do with the opportunities you get. It's about wanting to change the narrative.
Have you ran into any weirdness when it comes to like, you know, because they speak of like weirdness in Hollywood and weirdness in the movie.
I guess I ain't made it there level yet. I wish
you haven't ran into any weird nothing. Yeah,
I feel like this. I see weird all the time, man. I was in Vegas and I saw a person brushing his teeth with a toothbrush out the fountain in front of the Bellagio. So you know, I mean, no, not the Bellagio, the Venetian. You know, they got that fountain right there. That fountain right there in front of the Venetian. Yeah. Because Bellagio got the big water show, but he's literally in the fountain, like got his toothbrush, dipping it in the water brush. So weird is on so many levels. Yeah. It's like...
Well, like Derek, like when I talked to Derek Kaner, he was talking about that he felt like he could have made it faster through the ranks if he had played into some weirdness. And then like I said, that's just... This may be a random question, but I just was wondering if you hadn't experienced any...
That's a good question because I just feel like probably right now with who I'm with, they know the people around him. They think that we're probably exactly like-minded, almost like him. Yeah. So ain't too much gonna really come from the wrong address. Now other things on further or as it get bigger. But man, my thing is this: I'm just gonna stay prayed up and. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to stay prayed and I ask God for guidance. I pray for guidance more than anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't pray for just the things that I acquire, but I pray to keep them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's harder to keep.
It's harder to keep than to just acquire. So that's why, you know what I'm saying? That's my main thing. I didn't want Wrong Adress to look like a fluke. We got lucky and got that role. Yeah. No, I'm here. I'm working. I'm an actor. I'm Smack Taylor. Yeah. You get used to seeing me on TV. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
And that's what it is. And it's like...
I just know it's such a, like... the higher you go up, it seems like the more corrupt things get.
That's anywhere. Yeah. That's in any business. Yeah. That's in any business. I don't care what you're doing. Yeah. The higher you go up, where more money gets involved, the more corruptness is going to happen. Yeah. And it's crazy because it's like that's the kind of the swap outs that people... That's why they say selling your soul ain't necessarily selling your soul to a red man with a pitchfork and horns on his head. Selling your soul is going against your morals. Yeah. For money. Yeah. Doing some shit you know you normally wouldn't be doing for money and monetary gain. That's selling your soul.
It sounds so dirty. Right. But in the moment, it probably they probably present it in a way that makes sense in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like
everything makes sense in the moment. When they tell you sign the dotted line, you can have $20, $30 million in your account. Yeah, and then and you got people that you know, family members that are struggling. And let's say you do have that good heart and you want to take care of everybody around you. And you know this is your way to take care of everybody and to end the poverty, to end all of the, you know what I'm saying, the family curses, and you can rewrite family history from here. Yeah. There's pressure like a motherfucker. Yeah.
All you have to do is this.
That's why I say you got to pray about it. You got to be prayed up. You got to be like, you got to really be prayed up, and you got to have people on your team that are not yes men. You got to have people that are really genuine, that want to be genuinely see you do better or want to see you make the right decisions. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like the fame shit is cool. I've been popular since kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've been popular since kindergarten. I've been broke. Me and my guys, we still been the guys. We still been the cool guys with not a whole bunch of money. Without the super extra flashy cars, just doing what we do. Yeah. And we still was able to pull women. We still was able to have, you know what I'm saying? We still was considered the cool guys. They set the trends, or they set the standard for our area. So that's I'm kind of glad I went through that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like I don't want to get that fame rushing because I'm telling you.
I think it's addictive. Yeah, people get used to.
Yeah,
it's like a hit of dopamine when something.
And when you get on things, speaking of things addictive, when you get on those, everything like that, once you go high, you got to do what? You got to calm down.
Yeah,
you can't be number one forever.
No,
and a lot of people can't deal with that when you put yourself up so high, and then it's like, damn. You start to feel it leave, or you start to feel the next person coming in, taking their spot, and now you doing crazy shit to try to keep yourself and you lose, you know what I'm saying? And to calm down, and that's why I say don't let yourself just get too carried away. That way to calm down. My mama would always say this. I never want to get up running. Just let me get up to crawling. So that way I ain't got foot to fall if I'm crawling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just basically saying, don't let me put my head way up here. And I'm looking over people.
How do you balance like taking yourself serious enough to like push yourself and follow dreams and stuff and go after these things, but also like not taking yourself so serious that you end up in one of those places? Like how do you do that balance?
That balance right there, to be honest with you, that was the craziest balance. Is to be able to go and say, I'm gonna follow my dream, or I'm gonna do and just be regular. And it was like this right here. It's like, it's plenty nights I've sat there. Well, I bet you right now my GM, he got in his inbox, hey boss, I'm ready to come back to work, come sell a couple 100 cars for you. You know what I'm saying? And then I realized, like, nah, I'm quitting. Once I start, I can't stop.
Right.
So that's what keeps the balance in reality. It's like, look, you done already cut the switch on. The moment you stop, that's the moment you fail. That's the moment you quit. You ain't about that. That's not what you made of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the fact is, it's the fear of so many people wanting to see you quit. So many people wanting to see you fail. And you take that and I use that as fuel. Like, boy, I'm finna surprise all y'all.
Yeah.
This is right here. And it's for y'all. That's the part that is crazy because it's like, people will doubt you. And the whole time I want to put on for the people that's where I'm from.
Yeah. Yeah, you're trying to highlight the area.
I'm trying to highlight.
Fail.
I'm trying to highlight the area and say, y'all, I'm putting on for y'all. This is for us right here. This is for everything we've been doing. Y'all want me to fail. How does that work? Like,
it doesn't make any sense. But
some people, it's like this right here. If it's not them doing it, they don't care if it ever happened.
Right.
And you can't be that way. That's why I always just try to pay it forward. God keep blessing me. You know what I'm saying? Try to pay it forward. Pay it forward. That's something that I believe in, paying it forward. I show the utmost respect to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So that way, I respect people, show the utmost respect to you. I don't care who you is, where you at in life. Because at the same time, that dude that's the janitor, 5 years from now, he could be the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. He was just a janitor at that point in time in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This week we're mopping floors. Next week it's the fries. You know what I'm saying? It's about moving up and doing these things. And you can't just sit there and say where you're at now is where you're gonna be. I done so much in this life, and I turned 40 and in a movie. A lot of people would have said, boy, you 40 years old, you damn near. You time to give up on all them dreams and stick to working and trying to get you a 401k and have all your retirement and everything. And you know what I'm saying? These are the crucial years for this. Okay, cool. I like to gamble a little bit.
Yeah.
Because if I go all in and it pays off, I'm going to be glad I didn't stick there and do that. Because the last thing I want to do is I don't want to be that person when I'm taking my last breath. And I'm thinking, man, I could have done this. I could have done that.
Yeah, that would be terrible at the end. I know that regret that's going to set in. Well, you're probably still going to have it, but like imagine the weight of it if you didn't chase
if you didn't do
stuff.
nothing.
Yeah.
I done been on yachts. I done been in mansions, Rolls Royces. I done all of this shit before the movie stuff. And I always told myself, God let me experience this because he had it for me. He was just saying, hey, look, all of this is here for you. You just got to come get it. Because why would you put me in this place and let me experience these things and experience all this elegance and do all of these things in life? And then just to be like, oh, I just wanted to dangle it in front of you, let you see it. Nah, he don't work like that. That's why I knew I was different. That's why I knew I could gamble and put it all on the line, because he showed me in experiences in life, look, these places I done took you overseas and these nice tropical places, and you done been on these boats and you done this shit, you done that. I'm not doing this shit for you just to say you experienced it. No, I got this waiting on you.
Right.
Because our heaven and our hell is here. We're just energy.
Yeah.
And I feel like this, if you're a good energy, a positive energy, you're going to go with a positive energy go when you leave. If you're a negative energy and dark energy, you're going to go with a dark energy go when you leave. And that's so some people, heavens or hells. But we're also creators. We all possess the God particle. You got to think about it. Everything around us, the clothes we have on, these mics, nothing around us, some magic pixie dust was sprinkled and it just appeared.
Right.
A man thought about it. Even the stuffed animal here.
Yeah.
A man, somebody thought that they could do these things and they put it in their mind and they done it and created everything, the chairs, the pencils, the pens, everything around us. God is creation. That's why I say he made us in the likeness of himself. We are gods, all of us. We all possess the God particle. He is just the one true God. And once we realize that we create our life, that comes back to the manifestation, the things you speak.
Right.
The things you speak, the energy you put out into life, the way you move, the way you vision yourself, it's all of those factors. You're speaking it. You're visualizing yourself already being that person. You're moving in ways. You're using your senses, doing all of these things to become this. And once you see yourself as that person, everything. And once you do that, guess what starts to happen? That person starts to manifest. It starts to create itself. And you work toward it every day. Because the thing is, it was like this. I knew I wanted to be in movies, but my thing was like, everybody's question is, where do you start? I went to acting classes. The whole time he was preparing me.
Right. Yeah.
But I started to see I had to believe in myself and invest in myself to say, I'm going to go to these acting classes. It was a lot of days that scrounging up gas money to get to Dallas and back.
Yeah.
Get some gas money to get there, get some food to eat while I'm there. Do you realize how many Mondays are scrounging up gas money just to do that? Because I'm not going to work and all of the other money got to go to bills. But I got to make this happen.
Right.
And it's like, nobody sees that. Or the countless trips on the road by yourself at that time of night. Could have had a wreck, could have went to sleep, could have got pulled over, could have done anything could have happened, but he kept me protected. He kept me going through all of those things that could have got in the way. That I've seen get in the way of people and things come to an abrupt stop. But it never happened. He kept me protected. And so that's how I feel like I knew. Yeah. I know without a shadow of a doubt that it's supposed to. Like I said, I spoke it into existence and I just started working at it and it just started to happen. It ain't no magic. It ain't no magic system to it.
You just got to do it, huh?
You just got to do it. I tell people all the time, 95% of it is just showing up.
100%.
If you show up, you'll be surprised at how the other little small shit work its way out.
Right.
And it goes exactly, or it's going to go better than the way that you thought about it. I mean, like, even in Shreveport, man, I had all access to Human Harmony with the cast of Power and BMF and them and stuff like that, and to be around them. And my homeboys, we was all backstage with the all access passes. And it was like a moment I stopped and I paused. I said, he's showing me what I'm going to be. He got me here because this is what he has for me.
Right.
Why would how did I get selected to get all, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's what he's showing me. He's like, you know what? I'm going to put you here around these people because this is where you finna be at. You ain't finna be out there in the crowd watching no more. Now you backstage with them. You're amongst your peers now. These are your new peers. And you just got to put that in your mind. And I tell people, don't get caught up in trying to be the shit here. You'll spend your whole career. That's your biggest Achilles heel.
Yeah.
It's trying to spend your career and do everything trying to impress the people right here around you. Go get around some strangers. They're going to be the ones going to get you to the next level.
Yeah,
they are so quick to want to help you. And they tend to see the potential in you that other people don't see. Or that the people you know will choose not to see, or they'll just try to be in denial. And some of these people can really care for you, but they just don't see that vision.
Yeah, you're too close to them. Yeah.
You got to have some people to see your vision around you.
I get that. Well, hey, man, it's getting late. Where can we find you? Where all can we find you?
Man, I'm on Instagram. I have smack_Taylor_ on IG. Then I got my Where There's Smoke, There's Fire Media on my IG. That's WTSTF media _ on IG.
I gotta go check that out.
Yeah,
I'm excited to go look
on
at some of that
Facebook.
stuff. Yeah.
I'm Edwin Taylor. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's my government name. You know, and I mean, and that's where you can find me. Oh yeah, and I'm on YouTube. Go to Where There's Smoke, There's Fire Media. You can catch all of the episodes of my podcast on there. Some of the guests I done had on there, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm working, man. Yeah. I'm here, I'm working, and you know what I'm saying? I'm a country boy from the woods. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It just done been in the city for some time and done figured out how to navigate the city streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm just a country boy that didn't know how to play with the city slickers at the end of the day. That's all it is.
Heck yeah, man. But dude, I appreciate you coming on, man. It's been a blast.
I appreciate you for having me on here.
Yeah, it's been cool. You said the movie drops in February.
Valentine's Day. February.
Prime and Tubi. Y'all get the Wrong Address, Charleston White.
Yep.
I'm excited.
Then we got Triple Crosses we're filming now. Y'all get ready to see that. It's the part 3. We got Crosses and Double Crosses with Murder Pain and them in it. That's in it. Now we have Triple Crosses, and y'all get to get introduced to Keon. That's my character name. Y'all get to...
Yeah.
I'm bringing it just like I'm bringing it on Wrong Address. I'm bringing it on Triple Crosses, and got some other stuff in the works that, you know what I'm saying, there's some major stuff I don't just want to speak on right now. Yeah. I want to make sure everything's everything for but you know what I'm saying, but I promise it's going to be huge if the next thing that I got working, if everything go like it's supposed to, it's going to go even bigger than, you know what I'm saying? So just know I'm working.
Yeah, I'm rooting for you, bro.
I'm in Texas. I'm here. When I'm here, I'm at home. You know what I'm saying? We can get it in. I'm never too busy to pull up on the podcast, or you know what I'm saying?
Because I'll have you back for sure.
And that's my thing. I like to be with my peers, and I'm a firm believer in share your blessings. Because if I go, I know you just gonna get some views, and I want your channel to do good. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. It's about sharing your blessings, and I don't want to be the guy that's I blew up. I came through before the blow up. So that way, you know what I'm saying, even after the blow up, I'm going to be right back here chilling. Yeah. And I ain't asking for no money to come sit here in the recliner next to Bob. You know what I'm saying? We chilling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to chill.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you coming on for the channel. Like, share, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. Man, if y'all tapped in the whole episode, we definitely appreciate you. Y'all have a blessed night, and y'all be great. Hey, if you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and subscribe if you're on YouTube. That really does help me a lot. Also, I read every single comment, so if you drop me a comment, that is 100% way to get your feedback directly to me. Our other channel is the Joe Teel Podcast Clips. That's where we post all our short stuff. So if you're looking for shorts or smaller clips, head on over to that page. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We love you. We appreciate it. You're why we get to do this. Y'all have a blessed day.